So recently, On came out with the all-new Cloudsurfer Next shoe. And I was really intrigued to try the shoe because I have the Cloudsurfer shoe, which I love. To me, it's a heavenly shoe. And so I picked it up. I've been wearing them here at home on my walking treadmill. I'm not a runner, so I'm not going to share from the perspective of being a runner, but I'm going to talk about sizing and fit and just how they feel, because it is definitely a different type of feel. You've got a different heel to toe drop, and I believe that these are also coming in a width, wides, I should say. And I'll be sure to put my referral link in the description as well as in the comment section. But you could see the design looks quite different than the original version of their shoe, which I like, and I like their color selection. Be interested to see the other color selection that they have. You got the big On running there on the side. It looks like some of their other shoes have that look on there. You don't have that on the original Cloudsurfer shoe. So what's interesting on sizing is this is a 12.5, the original Cloudsurfer shoe. The Cloudsurfer Next is size 12. So I'm going to say that when you're thinking about getting this, if you have the Cloudsurfer shoe, you want to go down a half a size. Width-wise, it looks like the toe box is actually wider on the Cloudsurfer, but I was surprised how the width was okay, even though it looks narrow. I'm going to put them on here in a moment. And weight-wise, the Cloudsurfer Next shoe weighs at 10.9 ounces, and the original Cloudsurfer is 10.3 ounces. So it's a heavier shoe, so keep that in mind. Now, as far as the Cloudsurfer Next shoe, it mentions it's a helium superfoam midsole for a bouncy and responsive ride, where here it mentions it's a CloudTech phase cushioning, Helion superfoam, and Pioneering Tech delivers our softest cushioning. And the cushioning, I will tell you, is such a different feel. It's a lot more firm, and some people may like that. I just like the plush on it, but we'll see. I noticed that they did change the look as well on the shoe, where these, I guess I'll just call them holes, but you could see the pattern has changed just a little bit. One of the things I know that people have talked about on the original Cloudsurfer shoe is squeaking noise. I haven't had any issues with that yet, but I did put a video out regarding that, and I'll be sure to put a link to that video, or at the end of the video, you can click on that there. So that is a little bit different. You could see the back of the shoe. That has changed as well. You could see that design. On the bottom of the shoe and the treads, you could see the tread is changed as well. So they've added more rubber on the bottom of the shoe, where you're getting more softer cushion on the shoe. Now, when just pressing down, you could feel how much firmer that is over the original Cloudsurfer shoe. Let me turn it this way so you can see it from that perspective as well. But that is the difference there on the bottom. So I'll be curious to see what people think from a running perspective. I know reviews are coming out there, obviously, since the shoe is out, but anyway, and there is the front. So now let's talk about the top of the shoe and the breathability. I find both of the shoes are breathable. I haven't had any issues with sweating. The other night, about a week ago, I went to a concert. It was very warm, and on my feet, I didn't feel sweaty at all. My feet felt great standing. You could see the shoelace patterns different with the eyelets, where you got the eyelets like these, but they're on the bottom, but most of it is in a standard eyelet. So that is something just to be aware of. Maybe some people will be concerned with this rip, but it looks like, and it feels like a strong material. We'll see there. Now, as far as the tongue thickness is about the same. I would say they're nice and plush. They both have that additional piece, or here it's a little bit different, the design with, you could see the way that they have that with the tongue and the shoelaces. Here you just got just that one little piece down there, so they changed that design. They are both gusseted, the tongues, so that's another thing too. Yep, they're both gusseted, and so the tongue should stay, not a problem there. And as far as cushioning, you've got very similar cushioning on the sides and on the back. It really feels very similar. This, although it feels like a slightly different material, but maybe not, maybe just because this is brand new. But nice cushioning in the back for your Achilles and also around for your ankles. So there you go there. As far as the insoles, just to show you the insole, if you're curious about that, it feels very similar, although it's a little bit different. You could see the pattern on the bottom. I don't know that really matters, but they both a very similar type of insole. It is a foam type of insole, nothing overly fancy. In fact, I took their insole out and I use another type of insole from another brand shoe, which has worked well for me, but you know, for some that might work fine. But that is on the insoles. And then on the bottom, they're slightly a little bit different underneath there. This feels like more of a rubberized material versus like this is more of some kind of fabric material underneath. So they've obviously changed that a little bit. So something to be aware there. Okay, so let's talk about cushioning and sizing. So first of all, cushioning. It is definitely a noticeable difference as far as cushioning. The original Cloudsurfer's got that plush feel, and the Cloudsurfer Next is definitely a firmer feel from the front to the back of the shoe. Being the shoe is a lower millimeter heel to toe drop with the Cloudsurfer Next at 6 millimeters versus 10. When wearing the shoe for me, I have found putting them on after a few minutes, my ankles start bothering me, and definitely my feet were starting to feel discomfort as walking on my treadmill and then just standing. And I think it's the lower heel to toe drop. But I think for some people, they're going to like that more of a quick rebound type of firmer feel. And again, for me, the original softer feel, I do like that. So as far as sizing, you could see here, I'm wearing the size 12 versus the 12.5, and I still have plenty of room in the toe box. And this is a standard width for this shoe, and I feel like they're okay with a thinner sock. A thicker sock might be an issue as far as width-wise, so comfortable there. And on the original Cloudsurfer, plenty of room in the toe box as well as up front. So there you go. So that is the difference on the two shoes. Wanted to give you a little bit of a perspective of it. And if you find this video of help in any way, greatly appreciate a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber and find any value, click that subscribe button. And of course, the bell icon to be notified of new videos. So there you go. Check them out today. Leave any comments, questions, which shoe you prefer if you've got both. And I hope you have a great day. Take care.